Hey Android fans, this is Eric from hollywoodfrodo.com with another Android app review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the app Dropsync, which is a really cool app that allows you to sync files to Dropbox. Right before I get to that, I do want to remind you that this review is sponsored by AndyTags.com. AndyTags.com, that's the best place on the internet to get really cool NFC tags, NFC stickers, NFC keychains even, all Android themed for use with your Android phone. So head over to AndyTags.com after the review and check out all the cool stuff over there. So Dropsync, it does something that probably the Dropbox app should do automatically, but of course it doesn't. It allows you to choose files on your phone to automatically sync up to Dropbox. So it serves as a great way to just protect really important files, especially maybe data files from certain apps where if something happens to your phone, you want to make sure you don't lose that information. So, and it does it all. You can do it manually, you can do it automatically, lots of different ways. It's a great app, very simple app, but works really well and has a lot of options. So let's hop on my phone and I'll show you exactly what it does and how it works. So you can see right here the app Dropsync, and as you can see I have the Dropsync Pro key to open up all the features of Dropsync because it's a worthwhile purchase. So I'm going to press Dropsync and open it up, and here you have your opening screen. It gives you the sync status, so it lets you know when the last sync happened, how long it took, whether it was completed or not, how many files were uploaded, and all that great information. And then if you click the button at the top there, then you start syncing right away. So as you can see, it is now going to sync again because I just told it to sync. While it's doing that, let's go into settings and I'll show you the various settings that are available to you. You can choose what folders to sync. Obviously this is the core of what this app is about. It allows you to browse through your phone and pick the folders you want to sync. The things that I am syncing really are things that I want to keep backed up in case I were to wipe my phone or my phone were to get reset or stolen or something. I have the settings for those apps. So app like Tasker, Note Everything, where I keep all my notes. ADW, where I back up how I have my home screen set, and AVX, which is an amazing app, has a lot of settings, a lot of different things that I've set up for that. And you can browse and add folders, whatever folder you want to sync, you add it to there, and you can choose the way it syncs. You can have it sync, like I have all of mine set to upload only, so they just upload to the upload to Dropbox. But you can also do a two-way sync so that it just updates changes, and changes that you make there are updated to your phone. You can do smart, here's some options, smart change detection. So it'll detect what needs to be updated. In other words, maybe only one file has changed in that folder. You don't need to upload everything in that folder, so it'll detect changes that need to be synced. You can exclude certain name patterns. So maybe there are certain things within a folder you don't want to be synced. You can set it so that certain things with a certain name patterns within the folder won't sync. You can select to skip hidden files if you don't want to sync hidden files in a folder. You can choose your upload limit. So if you want to limit the upload of any individual file to a certain memory, you can select what you want that limit to be. You can select the download file size limit for things that are synced back to your phone, because it is a two-way sync, so you can sync back to your phone anything from Dropbox. I don't do that because I just upload is all I do to back up things as a safety precaution. You can enable auto sync, and so it monitors folders and syncs in the background. So if it senses that there's been a change in a folder, then it will auto sync. If it as soon as it knows you've added or changed something within a folder, You can also set the auto sync interval as to when you want it to sync. So regardless of whether it detects a change or not, I have it sync every 12 hours to be safe. The retry delay, so if for some reason the sync fails, you can have it retry. Instant upload, so this is if you want it to detect new or modified local files and try to upload them instantly. I do not have it do that because the stuff that I'm having it sync, it's not so important that it needs to sync instantly, but you can have that option. Now, power source, you can decide if you only want it to sync when you're plugged in or when you're plugged into USB, or if you don't mind it syncing on your battery, which is how I have it set to do. And then you can also decide if you're having it sync while it's only on battery, is there a certain level you want your battery to be at. So I have it set so that it only syncs if my battery is greater than 50%. And then internet connection, do you want to sync on 4G or only on Wi-Fi? I have it set to sync only when I'm connected to a Wi-Fi. And then you can have a list of the allowed Wi-Fi networks. So there's some Wi-Fi networks that may be public and you don't want it to use. You can select allowed networks. You can also select disallowed networks. And then you can user interface changes. You can choose the color theme. You can choose if you want it to have you notify an ongoing notification when it's syncing and notify about changes that are detected. And you can choose your language. And that's sync history max age. So I have it set to delete records older than 4 days, but you can change that if you want to. And then your Dropbox account, and you can protect the settings if you want to. And then you can back up your settings, restore your settings for Dropsync if you want to. So a lot of different things you can set, but when it comes down to it, it's really a simple app. You just decide what folders you want to sync, either from your phone to Dropbox, from Dropbox to your phone, or to async, and then you set it and just let it run. As you can see, I did a manual sync. Let's get back to portrait. Manual sync, and it completed really fast because I don't sync a whole ton of stuff, but it did sync and synced everything up to Dropbox. So it's basically just a partner app to go with Dropbox, because unfortunately Dropbox doesn't have this type of thing integrated in it automatically. But pick up an app like Dropsync and you're set to go. You don't have to worry about it. You'll be all done. One other thing I didn't show you is sync history, which basically if you click that, then you can see exactly what the history of the syncs were, what happened, if one failed or if one was skipped for some reason. Then you can just see exactly what was synced and when. So that's Dropsync. Again, I have the Pro version. Definitely worthwhile if you have anything on your phone that's important that you want to sync, or especially if you have something you want to sync both ways through Dropbox, then Dropsync is definitely the best way to do it.
That was the app Dropsync. I of course have the Pro version of Dropsync, but there is a basic free version that you can use without paying for the Pro. As you can see, it's a very useful app. It's very simple, just kind of sits in the background and does its thing. I mean, you can use it in a lot of different ways. I use it to protect really precious app information, but you could also use it to sync folders that hold your photos, or a lot of different things. And it has a lot of different ways to customize it and make it work whatever way is best for you. And that's what I like about it. That's why I got the Pro version. Anyway, that's it for this review. If you like this review, please click the like button. If you want to keep up with the latest, coolest, and best Android apps, then subscribe to my channel so you can check out other reviews I've done, as well as new reviews that will be coming in coming weeks. If you know anyone who might benefit from having this app, please share it with them or with everybody you know on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, whatever makes you happy. And that's about it. Until next time, this is Eric reminding you that your Android phone is only going to be as good as you make it.